I'll do two more videos for this week real quick. Uh, it's Monday right now. I recently joined a group. It's on something called Discord, and it's a playtesting group. So it's awesome. I was told that they needed an experienced Lantern pilot to playtest with, and I was like, heck yeah, that's exactly what I need. More playtest people, like specific decks and whatnot. So it's not just random stuff sometimes. And so this person messaged me saying they need to playtest against Lantern, and they're playing the new eggs with scrap something or other. I forget it. It's Scrap Trawler. So here we go. Here you go. Yeah. So keeping now. If you look at my hand, really, I should have mulliganed. Like, if you any other matchup, I would have mulliganed this in a heartbeat because of colorless lands and whatnot. But the truth was that I was getting greedy because I knew what I was against, and I knew if I could get a Ghost Quarter my ruins, do a Thoughtseize, grab KCI or something, then I win for the most part. But I got greedy, and I also misplay a little bit here too, but. We'll go ahead and go through it. Yeah, draw ruins. Ooh. Now what I want to do here is play the bridge my next turn. Because I know that normally they only have their only win conditions are Emrakul, and their only answer to bridge is what's the name of that card? Engineered Explosives, and that's only like a 2 of in like 50% of the decks on MTG Goldfish. So I was like, yeah, okay. And I'll just play bridge and wait and be safe. So here, what I should have done, I tap, play ruins, sack ruins. What I should have done is tap ruins, Ghost Quarter my ruins, go get a land, and then play the second ruins. So that way I go ahead and stabilize my mana base and still have 2 mana. The way I do it here is I have 2 colorless mana and I'm kind of screwed. So I misplay my lands there. Which is super unfortunate. So now I do the Ghost Quarter trick and do Collective Brutality and try to empty my hand the best I can. My opponent gets a bunch of stuff back because of Scrap Trawler. But I am still in a huge amount of trouble. And this is it. Opponent pretty much goes off, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're using their exiled pile to keep track of everything for Faith's Reward. Yep. And the Banefire is what's going to kill me. I was not expecting Banefire. This whole time I'm holding Surgical Extraction, so I could have done like all sorts of good stuff. But yeah, I mess it up, and I end up losing to it. So risky keep, improper play of my lands, and I should have fired off Surgical earlier to stop a Banefire, but whatever. So yeah, and I tell my opponent game 2 I was holding Surgical there, just didn't know what to fire it on and win. So here, decent hand. I like it. So play out the bridge, play out the Inquisition, and I grab the Trawler because I figured that I can tutor for Surgical and get rid of that. Get rid of the Trawler and that'll cut off basically the combo. And I don't have to worry about wear and tear because of the jar. Now my opponent is stuck on 1 land too, so that's really poopy. Go grab the surgical, and I go ahead and I could have waited until my opponent's draw phase, but I go ahead and get Trawler now. So was not expecting the altar right there. That's kind of cool. But I have ruins with Opal online, so I'll be okay. Now with this needle, like, I was not sure what to name here, and in hindsight I realized that I probably should have sighted out the needle, because really all it stops is Elsewhere Flask. I mean, I guess it stops Shredder, but I need my Shredders too. They get that second mana, and here comes Altar of the Brood. Now, I've already mostly cut off their combo, so I should be safe. But I go ahead and Faith's Reward's gone, so I go ahead and get my Surgical back, and I can get back my Shredder anyways with Ruins. So that way I can really shut off any combos with that Faith's Reward. And I'm going to keep putting stuff back on top with my Ruins anyways. We go to game 3. Yeah, Surgical with Seal. Pretty good stuff. So yeah, Altar is going to be kind of good here. Now I do want to get a blue mana for that Ruins, and unfortunately my opponent's already milled one of them. One of my blue sources. If I don't have blue sources or 5 mana to get back a blue source, I'm in large amount of trouble. I hold on to the Seal because Altar might actually help me if I get that blue source. Yep. Now, because I have Surgical in hand, I can't respond to Quirk Clan mana ability, but I can respond to the Terrarian draw trigger, which is what I do. So in response to that draw trigger, I go for the Seal on Ironworks. Yeah. So I ask my opponent to please wait so I can respond to that draw trigger on the Terrarian. And Surgical. So that kind of kills the combo. Yeah. So good stuff. I mean, Banefire's still there, but they don't have what they need to really combo me out now. Alright, Inquisition, and there's another Echoing Truth there, but my opponent is tapped and they can't cast it, so good stuff. Now, yeah, I sack the Shredder to get back an Opal, because I can get the Shredder back now with the Academy Ruins. And that Altar is really going to help me out, actually. Yeah, play the Lantern, be okay. And now I can take care of Altar. And now my opponent is stuck on nothing but mana sources. And the game's over, really. I mean, the star's okay. They can try to draw in response to something. But I have 3 mill rocks. It's not gonna... Nothing's gonna slip through. And game is over. Yeah, Faith's Reward isn't going to matter. They could try to put... I figured my opponent could try to play Faith's Reward in order to get was it the star? Yeah. back into play, but it still wouldn't matter. And if they don't, then they're stuck with a dead card in their hand. And just keeping my opponent off of stuff. Yeah, and opponents is talking about the sideboard, and they think they made a mistake because they sided out Emrakul. But with Pixis and pre-surgicals, I don't think it really matters too much. So I believe we go for another round. And I saw my opponent when I did the surgical. I saw they didn't have Padim, so that and originally I didn't bring in the Seal of Primordiums and the Abrupt Decays. But when I saw they didn't have Padim, I was like, oh, okay, now I can bring those in because Padim's not going to do squat. So that's it. And I have another match of this to record and upload.